Coming up in the zone, it's not Where's Waldo, but Where's Bill? Athletes react to Gahanna Bill's absence from games this year.
The top basketball player takes home another honor. We've got coach's reaction.
The girls' lacrosse team falls behind early and makes a huge comeback. Could they pull out the win?
And their seasons may be over, but their workouts are just picking up. A little look at how senior athletes are preparing for college. Buckle up, because you're in the zone. Welcome back to the Lincoln Sports Zone. I'm Brendan Phillips.
And I'm Audrey Burkett. How are you doing today, Brendan?
I'm doing great. How about you, Audrey?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good to hear. Well, Lincoln, it's Friday, and we have lots to bring you today.
Let's hop right into things. The Lions basketball team just finished their season after making it all the way to Elite Eight with a great performance from junior Sean Jones.
Speaking of Jones, he has once again been named the first team All-Ohio for the second season in a row.
Jones led the Lions to a 47-5 record over the past 2 seasons and averaged over 17 points per game this season.
So congrats, Sean. We caught up with Coach Staub to see his reaction on hearing the news.
What makes Sean Jones an all-state player are several different things that come to my mind. First is unbelievable work ethic. You know, to play the point guard position at a high level, you need to put in a lot of time. Also about Sean, he's very humble. You know, he's not the type of person that's going to walk around and wave his credentials to everybody. So to get this award as an all-state player for the second year in a row, and also be a valuable and important teammate and putting the team first, makes him a very special player, and we're very proud of him.
Between health concerns and attendance being limited this year by COVID, Gahanna Bill has been absent from games.
It's been difficult for Bill, but it's also been tough for the players who miss seeing him at their games.
Here's Audrey's story.
Gahanna has a numerous amount of fans, but one fan will always be Gahanna's #1 fan, and that is Bill Withrow, also known as Gahanna Bill.
Every time you see Bill, he lights up the room. He loves when the teams run out, he wants to be there to give high fives, and when big plays are made, he wants to cheer and celebrate.
So how did Bill's love for Gahanna sports start? Well, he did graduate from Gahanna and was heavily involved in sports and is considered official team manager for every sport.
Like our former coaches that are graduates and other athletes that have been close to Bill, that they always tell stories that he was always around. Sports, I think, has just always been a bright spot in his life, and he's been just a part of every team. He's always been involved.
However, due to the pandemic, Bill hasn't showed up to any games, and everything is a bit different, especially since he isn't here 8th period to set up for games.
Since he's at home during that time now, we just kind of call each other, text. I make sure that he knows, hey, this game's coming on, don't forget to turn your laptop on, because he knows how to use YouTube.
The games was really sad not having that infectious, happy energy that he always brought. It was really a downer, but hopefully we can get to see him soon.
It's just kind of sad, like the environment wasn't as upbeat and positive, but like we know that he'll be back next year as soon as he can be, so we're just kind of looking forward toward that.
Hardcore, no game, no everybody. Hi.
Even though Bill hasn't attended any sporting events this year, his imprint on GLHS is still pretty noticeable. Whether you come into the lobby to see the Bill Withrow Award, or if you go out to the football stadium to see the Gahanna Lincoln Award of Merit blocked with his name. But Bill's impact doesn't stop there.
I was a student athlete here. I graduated in 2008. At that time, Bill was always over at the school, helping out, working in the athletic fields, going to practices, always at games or events. We've always known each other. And now our relationship has grown even further now that I'm the AD, so we're always together.
To me, Gahanna Bill is literally everything Gahanna speaks about. talks about. I mean, it's the face of really the football program, I think, generally. I mean, he'd always come up and like pat me on the chest, give me a hug sometimes, high fives, whatever it was. Just seeing him smile always made the team happy. Bill would never let us hear the end of it. He would always come up and he would always yell at us. He would always make sure that our heads are still in the game and everything, bringing that infectious energy still.
When he was at the game, like everyone was just ecstatic, you know. He was like everything for us. It's just like it's just like he didn't even have to speak to us. He would just walk in. It would be chaos. He's kind of like our guardian angel, you know. It's like you always want to work good for your guardian angel. So he always was that impact factor.
And that impact is felt even when he's not in the stands.
Not every kid has a parent in the stands, but every kid has a Bill in the stands. It doesn't matter who you are, and that's a super cool thing to fight for.
And hopefully he's back at the games in the fall.
I can't wait to you guys.
It's been a crazy week for our spring sports teams.
We looked at this week's sports calendar and counted 41 events scheduled for Lions, JV, and varsity teams.
So we start this week with the main event. The varsity boys volleyball team taking the court against Delaware Hayes.
Our own varsity volleyball player, Courtney Grimm, wanted to take in the boys' game.
Here she is with the highlights.
Tonight at Gahanna-Lincoln, the Lions are hosting Delaware Hayes. They enter this game with a 4-2 record. To start off in the first set, we have Jackson Dubner with the topspin ace. This puts the Lions up 10-1 in the first set. Now to the second set. Connor Tilton with the great back row kill off the hands. Lions are up 2-0, Tilton had 9 kills. Now to the third set. Noah Palmer with a great serve receive, Logan to Dubner with a good placement kill. Lions lead Hayes in the third 1-0, Dubner had 4 kills. Now in the third set, Burrell goes back to the line with a float serve for an ace. Burrell had 6 aces. Again in the third set, Connor Tolson with a great overpass kill. Lions up 6-0 in the third, leading Hayes. To finish out the game, Noah Palmer with a great serve receive pass from McCord Riegler in the middle and puts it down. This was never a close one. Lions get the win over Hayes in 3 sets.
Every time we step on the court, it's just another chance to improve, and just glad to see it tonight, glad to see some good plays, some communication. There's always something to focus on and something to look forward to.
When we're playing a lot of new teams this year and we do things like that, we really want to focus on what we can do to better ourselves, and we got a lot of free balls and we want to finish those and just things we can control, limiting our errors and stuff.
Congratulations, guys. Courtney knows a thing or two herself about volleyball, so she stayed after the game to go a little more in depth. Here's 1 minute with Logan Burrell.
Here with senior Logan Burrell. He's been a 4-year starter for our boys volleyball team. So, Logan, how has the program progressed over the past 4 years that you've been here?
When we started out, we had a pretty strong program, a lot of 4-year seniors coming on. I had a lot of people to look up to, and now I feel like I'm filling a role that of a season that they passed down to me. A lot of better players, had a lot to learn from, and now I'm just kind of implementing what I learned from the seniors that I had in my freshman year.
That sounds great. So, without a season last year, what were your things that you wanted to focus on this season to get accomplished?
So we missed out on a lot of team bonding that we would have had last year. So really just getting into it, getting gelled as a team, just figuring everything out in a small amount of time.
Awesome. So for the rest of the season, what are some other goals like OCCs or anything, or your future plans as well?
We obviously think we can take the OCC easily. A lot of the teams aren't as experienced as us. We have a lot of club players, a lot of good players on our team. I feel like we can get pretty far in the tournament at the end, too.
Thank you, and good luck for the rest of the season. Back to the sports desk.
The girls lacrosse team is having a big week. The team went up against Hilliard Darby last night, but lost. Gabby D'Alberto had 3 goals, and Kendall Barker had 1. Even though they lost last night, the Lions still took home a win earlier this week, on Tuesday. They went up against Westerville Central, and our Mia Salmons has the highlights from that game.
Coming into the game, Lions are 2-2. Tonight they go up against Westerville Central. Lions had a rough start, but Lily Stanchev was able to put the Lions on the board 1-4. With 5 minutes remaining in the first half, Captain Anna Linneberry scored her second goal for the Lions. Linneberry had 4 goals for the night and 1 assist. Keeping that momentum, Casey Bear passes it off to Captain Kendall Barker, who spins around the defender and scores. Ending the first half, Lions down 5-6. However, Lions fought back to gain the lead. Addie Gaines had this goal, making the score 9-8. Lions continue that lead and pull out a win 17-11. Haley Mahern had 9 saves.
Started kind of a deficit, so it just felt good to get up and win. I think we could definitely tell that we were the stronger team, more skilled, more technically sound. So just like taking that timeout that they called after one of their goals, just saying that we got this, like everything like that, just made us go up and get back into the game. It's our first conference game, so winning our first conference game felt really good.
We all came together and we all addressed what mistakes we were making on attack and defense separately. And then we all came together and we talked about what mistakes we were having in the midfield transition and basically holding accountability, making sure that everybody knew what they were doing wrong and how to fix it when we came back in the game was crucial to obviously winning.
Speaking of lacrosse, the boys team is 0-3 and will have a game tomorrow at 7 against Thomas Worthington. The top goal scorers for the Lions are Caleb Mason with 4 goals, Mackay Halp and Gavin Pape both with 3 goals. And starting in goal, the Lions have senior goalie Juan Miranda. Good luck tomorrow, Lions.
The Lions baseball team has had a little bit of a rough start to the week. The Lions went 0-2 this week, falling to Westerville South and Pickerington Central. Both games were within 2 runs and came down to the wire, but Gahanna was not able to steal the victory. The varsity team is set to hit the road against Olentangy Orange Pioneers tonight, and then look forward to the start of the OCC matchups on Monday.
The track season is off to a fast start, and the Lions girls traveled to Westerville North to battle the Warriors in Upper Arlington and won by 9 points. There are many great wins throughout the night coming from many members of the team. A few to note are Amron Chilton winning the 100 and 200 meter dash, Camden Bentley winning in the 100 and 300 meter hurdles, Alyssa Shope won the 1600, and Micaiah Trent winning the long jump with a distance of 15 feet 5 inches. Great job, girls. They'll take on New Albany next week.
The boys team started strong and kept the lead through the entire meet against Westerville North and Upper Arlington, winning by 43 points. There were so many wins throughout the night. Some of the guys that really stood out were Mackay Shahid winning the 200 meter, Christopher Finkley winning the 100 and 300 meter hurdles, and Romero Wells winning the long jump with a distance of 19 feet 9 inches. Griffin Flushy placed first in the shot put and discus. For more info on both of the teams and their times on the meets, you can visit the Lincoln Track and Field Twitter page at Lincoln_TF. Great job, Lions.
High school sports are a year-round commitment.
So athletes have been used to off-season workouts and travel teams to stay on top of their games.
But there's a group of athletes at Lincoln whose off-seasons are completely different than any other they've ever experienced.
That's because they're about to go from being seniors back to freshmen.
Courtney Grimm introduces us to a few of the students who are working hard to take their games to the next level.
Collegiate athletics. According to the NCAA, that's something only about 6% of high school athletes get to experience. It's a big decision that takes a lot of factors. Luckily, some of our Lincoln athletes get to make them.
I decided to go to the University of Toledo, and I chose this school because I think that it's just the best distance from home. I love the coaches, I love the team, and I think that it's the best opportunity for me.
I chose Ashland University because they were the best fit academically and athletically for me.
I chose to go to Otterbein University because I wanted to stay close to home, and their volleyball program is really good.
I chose Ohio Dominican because it was a good fit for me. I would say I got to know the coaches very well. Over the last 3 years, I built a good relationship with them.
With this decision comes a huge adjustment from high school to college. Athletes have to follow a strict workout regimen given to them by the college, and they are expected to follow them. Our athletes have been getting ready in a lot of different ways.
In preparation, I have been running 4 days a week, and on the days that I don't run, I cross-train, which for runners means biking, swimming, ellipticaling.
My coach has sent me some workout books so I can work out from home and from a gym.
Another part of getting ready for college includes setting goals for their next 4 years. The athletic environment at the next level is more demanding and nothing comes easy. Goals can help get things accomplished.
My goals for my freshman year is just to get out there, not be nervous, don't hold myself back.
For my freshman year, I just want to continue building my strength and my base and just increase my mileage and get faster and fitter and just see what I can do and hopefully score in some meets and score in the MAC.
These athletes will be playing with new people and will be freshmen again.
This can either be a motivation or an overwhelming adjustment.
I'm definitely nervous. I feel like I can take it on though. I've experienced being the younger fish just from being a freshman in high school and playing up as a freshman.
It's just going to be a competitive nature for me. I'm a competitive person, so I just always want to be able to do my best and push myself. So I would say it's kind of motivating for me.
Congratulations to all of our athletes and good luck at the next level. I'm Courtney Grimm in the Zone.
Thanks, Courtney.
Coaches and athletes, we need your help.
All coaches should have received 2 Google Forms from the Lincoln Sports Zone this week.
One asks for a roster and some basic info about your teams.
The other is a nomination for our Pulp Players of the Week.
We want to do the best job possible to highlight the great accomplishments of our Lincoln athletes. So the more info you provide, the better job we can do.
So coaches, check your email. And players, remind your coaches to check their emails.
We won't have a show next week due to the testing schedule.
So we will see you back here in 2 weeks.
Thanks for watching the Lincoln Sports Zone.
Bye.
Bye.